When it comes to what your workout routine should look like, things can get confusing. It's hard to tell exactly how much to eat, what to eat, when to exercise. There are a ton of theories and routines out there. You know all of them. You just don't know which of them are good or not. You know how our team works. When you see something sketchy online, we go right to the experts to verify. Joining me tonight is Dr. John Jaquish. He is the author of the Wall Street Journal's bestseller, Weightlifting is a Waste of Time. He's here to bust up some of the most popular fitness myths and much more. Doc, thanks so much for coming on with us. First of all, let's just bang through these three of these five biggest myths, right? Let's take them one by one here. A well-balanced diet necessary for optimal fitness. Let's hit that first.
Everyone defines well-balanced as something different. So that's the problem. The more you research nutrition and especially look to take bias out of nutrition, so we don't want to be reading research that's funded by Nabisco, which also comes out of the White House, coincidentally. We look at the different things that are recommended that don't have biases and do, and what you end up finding out is that we should really be eating a lot more animal protein. And we should really not be eating very much carbohydrate at all. In fact, carbohydrates don't even fit the definition of a macronutrient any longer.
Interesting. So even for someone like me, I'm a runner, I'm a triathlete. I mean, I'm sucking in carbs all day long. Potatoes, bagels, rice. Are you saying I shouldn't be doing that?
There's a reason that you do that, and it's a good reason. However, it's still very instantaneously used fuel. This is glucose. Everything breaks down to glucose, pairs with insulin, and then becomes part of the energy system of the muscle. The problem is what we need and what we consume are two very different numbers.
Yeah.
Now, if you're running marathons, the day you run the marathon, you need to consume a significant amount of carbohydrates. But on a rest day, you probably don't want to have any.
Okay. This is what Americans do, right? We overconsume in all aspects of our lives. Let's talk about one of these other myths.
Designed to be addictive.
Yeah. One of these other myths is that
package is designed
to burn fat and shed pounds, we've got to do plenty of cardio. Is that a myth?
That's a myth. Yeah. In fact, chronic upregulation of cortisol is what happens. So that's the stress hormone, and running is very stressful on your body. When you chronically upregulate cortisol does two things. It gets rid of muscle tissue. So usually when people start doing cardio and they're like, hey, I lost 20 pounds, right? You lost 20 pounds of muscle. And that's really not what people want. And then on top of that, cortisol has a preservation effect of our energy storage, which is body fat. So it makes you hold on to body fat as long as possible, keeping you as fat as possible, as long as possible. Completely the opposite. Now, if you want to be a distance runner like you got to train for distance. There's no way around it. But if you want to be lean and strong looking, that's not the approach.
Got it. One last question, Doc, real quick, 15 seconds. One of these fads that's out there right now, intermittent fasting, right? 18-hour fast, 6 hours eating your meals. What do you make of that one?
It's awesome. The research really supports this very well. There are some comparisons that people will make between like calorie restriction, which is an overly simplified look at what we're after, but there's a lot of hormonal implications for intermittent fasting. It's just easier to stick to.
Yeah.
Like what makes you hungry is eating. Like sometimes you're hungry and then you begin to eat and then you're incredibly hungry.
Yeah.
Well, so what you do is just avoid meals for a certain period of time. Like I eat one meal a day.
Okay. Well, you look like a healthy guy to me, and we appreciate your time. We're going to have to leave it right there. Dr. John Jaquish, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.